How did sumptuary laws affect famous historical figures? Imagine a world where what you wear could get you into trouble or even change your social standing. That was the reality with sumptuary laws, rules that controlled clothing and luxury items. These laws aimed to keep the social order intact by limiting what different classes could wear or own. They targeted expensive fabrics, jewelry, and even the size of meals, making sure common folks couldn't imitate the rich. Famous figures in history often had to follow these strict rules or face penalties. In ancient Rome, senators and magistrates were the only ones allowed to wear togas with a purple stripe dyed with Tyrian purple, a dye so costly it was worth a fortune. Wearing this color was a clear sign of power, and if someone else dared to wear it, they risked punishment. Roman women also faced restrictions. During times of crisis, laws like the Oppian Law limited their jewelry and fancy clothing to conserve wealth for the state. Women who broke these rules could be fined or publicly shamed. In medieval and Renaissance Europe, kings, queens, and nobles used sumptuary laws to reinforce their authority. For example, in England during the 14th century, laws dictated that only royalty could wear cloth of gold or purple silk. Knights and merchants had to stick to their own colors and fabrics. These rules made it obvious who belonged to which social class just by looking at their clothes. Elizabethan England had similar laws, banning everyone except the royal family from wearing certain bright colors or expensive fabrics. This kept the appearance of wealth and power in check. Sometimes, famous figures got into trouble for breaking these laws. If a noble or wealthy merchant wore clothing that was too luxurious for their rank, they could face fines or social disgrace. Some leaders, like Cato the Censor in Rome, actively promoted sumptuary laws to curb luxury among the upper classes, believing it would promote moral virtue. Today, these laws seem strange or even funny, especially when you think about how they limited fashion choices for famous people. Imagine a king or queen being legally forbidden from wearing certain colors or fabrics because it was deemed too extravagant. These rules were serious attempts to control not just appearance but also social hierarchy and morality. They shaped how famous figures looked and behaved in public, making sure everyone knew their place in society.